So, I want you to think back to when you were cuddled up in your coziest chair and maybe you had your grandchild next to you, or maybe it was a cat here and a cat here, or maybe you were just curled up with a nice cup of tea and watching a movie. I bet, more than likely, for many of us, you were curled up in a lazy boy. This is our today's special value. They have been making reclining, rocking reclining, manual recliners since 1928. And we have, as our today's special value, this is actually the Power XR Plus. I'm moving this lazy boy right now and adjusting it by the touch of a button. This is our Power XR Plus, and the Power XR Plus has infinite positions, so you can get comfortable in whichever way you want to get comfortable. But here's the story. We have a lazy boy in the Power or in the manual. Both of these will get home to you in time for Father's Day, as long as you can arrange with the delivery driver and you've got time to accept it. In time for Father's Day, they will all have that eye-clean fabric. They will all have Tempur-Pedic material. They will all be on an easy pay, and they are all at a phenomenal value, and it's a today-only price. So this is our today's special value. Let me share with you what we have for you, because when we think of relaxing and reclining, maybe it's recovering, maybe it's sleeping, we think of lazy boy. And we've got an hour of this chair that I'm so excited to share with you, because this chair, she's called the J, or he's called the J. I think it's a unisex name. And the J has a higher back, 42 inches. We've never been able to offer you as a today's special value this J silhouette. It is one of their newer silhouettes, and in fact at Lazy Boy it already has a 4.8 rating. So folks who are getting the J home love it. I'm going to take you through colors, but let me share with you that the value on this is phenomenal, because while I was in the Power XR Plus, my guest, Molly Menti, is actually in the manual recliner, and that's the one that has 54 positions. We're going to get back to you in 1 second.
I love it.
But I want to share with you that you can here today get our Power XR Plus for less than what folks who are walking into a Lazy Boy store would pay for the manual at retail. So 54 positions or infinite positions, this is less than what you'd pay for that in the store with a door. Come with me and let me share with you colors. Molly, I'll see you in 2 secs. So here's the story. We started at midnight with 7 colors. We're down to 4 colors. And that's what we have. The price goes up, the easy pay goes away at the end of the day. So if you want to get this for dad or mom, or you want to make over your home and you feel like, you know what, I loved my Lazy Boy that I had for years and years and years, I'd love to get another one. How about this lovely sumptuous navy that's going to go essentially with any color? I mean, it's just deep and rich, and that sapphire navy. This other color, marble, is the chameleon of the crew. This one can look gray, it can look beige, it actually can look a little bit of like a bubbly champagne. It's absolutely extraordinary. That's the marble. There's the espresso, which is your chocolate. And by the way, Mocha Mousse is the Pantone color of 2025. So if browns and espressos make you go, this is the one that you want to go to. And then there's the graphite. Gray continues to be a sing-song color for absolutely everyone. So you're seeing on your screen what our value is. Let me break that down for you. Our manual, 5 easy payments of $230. You're saving $809 off of the retail price for what a manual should be if you walked into a store with a door. $1959 would be the price. The Power XR Plus is that 5 easy payments of $330. You're saving $1,238 by picking this up right now. Put a different way, the savings that you're getting on the Power XR Plus, you could actually buy our today's special value in the manual. So that's just crazy, crazy talk. And I'm super excited that we have this, because you know what? It's June.
Yeah.
People are watching the game. It's our foodie fest right now.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of our foodie guys, and I was like, what are you gonna do today? He was like, I'm gonna watch the Knicks game. Yeah. So this is what everybody's doing. You wanna like scooch up into your favorite chair, you wanna watch your favorite game or favorite movie, or cuddle with the grands. You are in our return policy moment right now, because a 30-day return policy. She's gonna have a baby in 30 days. This is Molly Menti.
Hi. I know our third boy is coming within 30 days, which is pretty exciting for us.
That's exciting.
But just like you were talking about, I mean, I can attest, my favorite place to be right now is to get home, be in my comfy cozies, and cuddle up into actually comfortable furniture, my Lazy Boy recliners, which is so great. And so I'm so excited that we brought the J for the very first time. You guys love the J on our website, on lazyboy.com. It already has a 4.8 rating on our La-Z-Boy website, but you love it for a lot of reasons. You love because it's sort of a Goldilocks chair, Rachel.
Always.
It's not so slim that you have to worry about people not fitting into this chair. But we took away that overstuffed arm, but we kept the cushion in the arm, because you mentioned cats. People call us all the time and say this is where their cats and dogs like to snuggle up. Or if you have those grandbabies or you have those kids, maybe you rock them and their little head falls asleep on the cush. We gave this super high 42-inch back to this.
Right.
So all of this is why the J has been so popular and why you guys have loved it so much today.
And this material is extraordinary. So I'm going to back up for a second and just share with you that we have 218,000 QVC customers that purchase their La-Z-Boy here. So I invite you to call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. We'd love to hear your story. I was listening to other callers who had called in. I think a woman was getting a new La-Z-Boy after like 33 years. 33
years. Last night, Carolyn called us and she said she was replacing her La-Z-Boy of
33 years.
And it was emotional to her. And I was like, you have no idea all the things that are going to be in
all
your
the
new
life that has happened.
All the life that happened in that La-Z-Boy, because we look at limited lifetime warranties, which all these chairs have totally differently at La-Z-Boy.
Right.
So she's had that whole lifetime with her chair, and she talked about her 10 grandkids. But now, all of the things that are going to be in her new La-Z-Boy recliner, like Tempur-Pedic memory foam. She got the power option, so
oh, that's exciting.
She's never had a power recliner, especially not our highest end power like that. And then the most exciting thing is this:
is the iClean technology on actually the fabric. So we're going to show you the iClean technology, but we wanted to help you choose between power and a manual. So can we help you do that? And you can show me the difference between 54 and infinite positions, and then we'll spill some stuff.
Absolutely.
Watch.
So
stay tuned. That's a tease.
Most people think about La-Z-Boy with what we do better than anyone else in the industry, which is manual reclining. We have a 3-position locking footrest, 18 comfort reclining back, 54 individualized comfort positions in total in that manual recline. There's total body and independent lumbar support in every one of those positions. That elongated arc handle is a premium upgrade, increased adjustability. You are sitting on our highest end memory foam that we offer from La-Z-Boy. That's Tempur-Pedic memory foam. 4-sided hardwood construction, still made right here from domestic and imported parts in North America, as we have been since 1928. But more people in our showrooms and here
always
at QVC, 2-to-1 go. There is a wireless remote. There is whisper silent infinite reclining position. With a touch of a button, you can lift your head and neck up, Rachel, which is what you were talking about, which is so comfortable. Increase that already famous La-Z-Boy lumbar support if you're sitting in furniture without support in your lumbar. That's so hard. Again, our highest end memory foam, 4-sided hardwood construction, so this is going to stand the test of time. And then we are assembled right here from domestic and imported parts right in North America. We have 5 factories across the United States of America. I am so proud of that because it keeps jobs here, but it's also American ingenuity in things like we want you to eat and live and have your kids in your La-Z-Boy recliners. So we keep pushing the envelope for comfort. One of those things is iClean.
That's right, because not only do we have the comfort of the chenille, because by the way, this is a super, super uber soft chenille that is so comfortable. And like, honestly, if you were wearing this, somebody would, you know, touch your arm and then they'd never want to release because it's so incredibly soft. And yet it's incredibly durable. And so let me just break it down and let you know that if you were walking into a La-Z-Boy store and you were like, you know what, I want to buy a manual chair, great, there'd be a price for that. This iClean technology that we're about to show you would be an upgrade, so you'd have to pay more. The fact that there's Tempur material in it, you'd have to pay more. The fact that you are going to get that in-home, no extra cost delivery and setup, which we'll show you, you'd have to pay more. The fact that we have all of these things at an incredible savings for one day and one day only is your opportunity right now to treat yourself to a La-Z-Boy. It's your opportunity to break up the payments, to get it in time for dad, because as long as like you have availability and the delivery has availability, you're going to get this in 1 to 3 weeks. That's in the window of Dad's Day. That's not 6 to 8 weeks, which would be the store. So there are all these things that we can do to get you your La-Z-Boy that they can't do. And by the way, you can get the one that's really super fancy. You get the Rolls Royce for like the entry level price of a manual. That's what you're getting here. And speaking of the upgrade, let's talk about iClean, because as you mentioned, it really is something that people ask for, that they're living in their chairs. We don't want a stain that's like we can't get out.
Well, yeah, we want you to be able to be comfortable in all ways. And that, some of that is just being peaceful, being the host you want to be, saying, yes, you can have that glass of red wine at this very dribbly cup. I'm able to spill as much as I want to on this.
Yeah.
It's going to roll around. It's not going to seep through. I'm taking a dry paper towel, Rachel. This is not coated with anything. I'm able to have this stain run right into that dry paper towel. I can blot anything that's left up right there. I did worse damage to the table there, and nothing is going to go through to the other side. So it is protecting your investment for years and years to come.
And that's the marble. That's the lightest color we have that she just spilled. It could have been juice, red wine. It could have been rosé all day. You know, what are you doing? What are you doing in your chair? I mean, when we talk about snuggling up with little kids, it's the secret space, you know, where they tell secrets. Maybe you're recovering from something and you can no longer sleep in your bed, and your lazy boy is where you're able to sleep. We hear these stories all the time. Maybe you just like to have that ah moment. So Lazy Boy has been providing ah moments to people across the nation since 1928. They're about to celebrate 100 years. When folks call us and say, I've had my chair for 33 years, that's a whole lifetime of stories that happen in this chair. That's why we invite you to call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. I'd love for you to give us a tour and also share with us a little bit more about where this Tempur material is, because the Tempur material is in both chairs.
Right.
Everybody, the manual and the Power XR gets the Tempur material, and everybody's getting the iClean at a really great value. We can show where the Tempur material is and also show that this is a tall J. So we'll have Kevin sit in here so we can get an idea of where that material is and also how it supports a taller person.
So in the Tempur material is going to be all the way through the full chaise. And we have that and because we want that to be where you're so supported. This was 3 years in development between Tempur-Pedic and Lazy Boy to be a high resiliency foam base layer, which means that you are getting that marriage between Tempur-Pedic and Lazy Boy, the same thing that is in these high-end memory foam mattresses, Rachel.
Right.
The same thing that are in those mattress toppers that people come and pay tons for, just so that their beds are more comfortable. And so often we hear that the Lazy Boy recliner is the place where you have the best naps of your life.
That's
and probably, if it wasn't just over a couple years ago when we started offering Tempur Response memory foam, it would have been this foam. This foam's great, but as you can see, it has this buoyancy to it. So every time you sat down in the foam, it would start to sag over time. Enter Tempur-Pedic. As you sit in it, it is going to not be hard, but actually hug you back. I want you to imagine, if you're on your feet a lot, that this is your calves at the end of a hard day, and this is hugging you back. It is soft and supportive. It's going to take your shape. It's going to recover each time like a brand new chair. It's not like memory foam of old that sat cold in a cold room or hot in a hot room. And the other thing is that it's going to give you deeper relaxation, but be so supportive. Right now, I'm obviously very pregnant. We're having a baby within a month. So that support for me is so important. I don't want to have trouble getting in and out of a chair, and that supportive material that I can sink into, that can get all of those pinch points for me and still sit like a brand new chair each and every time matters so much.
You put a bed in a chair.
We put a bed in a chair.
You put a bed in a chair. So the Lazy Boy put the Tempur-Pedic bed in the chair. So when you think, wow, I can totally sleep in these, I wonder why. It's for good reason. This is why. I see we're looking at this color navy. So here's the navy. And by the way, I know that we have an advance order, but we don't have that many to go around of any of these if these happen to sell out in immediate. But let me share with you that right now in this moment, for 5 easy payments, shipping and handling and shipping and delivery, will show you that is included in this. So they will come in and they will set it up for you and put it in the room of your desires. Can you have a word on the navy?
So navy is always our #1 custom color. So always one of those colors that people are willing to wait that 6 to 8 week time frame for you. So it's amazing that these are factory fresh and ready to go home within 1 to 3 weeks with our partnership with QVC.
Yeah, and by the way, in the navy, we now have 100 in the manual, 200 in the power, and that's it. And by the way, we started with 7 colors. We've already sold out of 3. So I share that with you on this Saturday so that